are now proceeding to the next speaker, Honorable Skier Kochal.
Chairperson, members of the NCOP, more importantly, the students of higher education. Now, Chairperson, I might repeat a couple of things because like we have the term of read for meaning, we must do listen for understanding. South Africa has one of the highest unemployment rates in the world. Having a qualification should be a tool out of poverty, not another trapdoor. And yet, under this current Department of Higher Education, too many students are still trapped. The reality is the Department of Higher Education, NSFAS, CETAS, under the guard of the Minister Nkabane, have let our students down. 44.6 million in NSFAS funds at Mateo College in the Free State failed to be distributed to students and is still under investigation. Furthermore, this same campus, since it opened, has 3 residences that can accommodate 375 students still empty. So students have to commute long distances without reliable payments from this college to get a further education. The collapse of campus infrastructure across our country, unsafe buildings, overcrowded residents, and maintenance backlogs that leaves our students live in squalor while the minister posed for press briefings. The catastrophic failures of NSFAS. The result, thousands of students still sleeping in libraries, toilets, and open spaces because allowances have not been paid. Honorable Baines, the minister's disgraceful mishandling of the Walter Sisulu University tragedy, where her department issued a statement denying that the murdered student, Sisonke Malabekwa, was registered, only later to admit they haven't verified the facts. A student shot dead. And the department's first instinct was to disown him. The secret CETA selection panel scandal, where Minister Nkabane appointed boards packed with political loyalists, including the son of Minister Gwedi Mantashe, where Parliament was asked if they were vetted. She refused to disclose the names and told MPs, Google what credible means, and falsely claimed that Advocate Terry Mutau chaired the panel. The minister knowingly factionalized her responses after we've reported her to the ethics committee. We've laid a case to the public protector, and our third step, today we laid criminal charges against this minister. These are not the failures of today. They are born from patronage, protected by catered deployment, arrogance, and paid for by poor students. Just under a year of the DA's involvement in this ministry, Honorable Du Plessis has outlined it. Deputy Minister has done that. This is the difference our country demands. Delivery, not delay. Empowerment, not entitlement. Partnerships, not patronage. We don't believe in exclusion. We believe in inclusion that works. That means making sure universities and TVET colleges curriculums match real jobs like solar technicians, coders, welders, and not just paper degrees, but practical tools for employment. We're serious about justice. So let's stop recycling excuses and start delivering futures. This isn't a political agenda. It's a South African one. It's about every student that dream It had a dream, but no connection. Every artisan in training, sleeping hungry. Every woman needing a campus that's safe and smart. We must commit to outcome-based, digitally enabled, job-linked higher education model. No slogans, no smoke and mirrors, just a smart, clean, responsive government. Because there's one thing that the DA believes above all, that talent is universal, opportunity is not. And our job as lawmakers is to do that. And only a strong minister can achieve this. And Minister Nkabane is not that and should be fired. Supporting this budget under the management of a compromised, questionable minister is not something that I'm uncomfortable for. Let's make higher education the engine of dignity and not despair. I thank you.
The next speaker on my list is Honorable Mokweli, representing African National Congress.
All members of this house, distinguished guests, all citizens watching across the country through visual platform, I greet you all. Kishema Dume Aweketa to our minister, the youngest energetic minister, that Madumama Wotikiao from the permanent delegate of Limpopo. Honorable Chair, we rise today not merely to debate figures, but to reaffirm the bold and historic vision of the African National Congress. This vision sees education not as a charity, but as the constitutional and moral imperative. From the Freedom Charter to the National Development Plan 2030, the ANC has made it clear that education sits at the heart of its economic transformation and inclusive growth. Chair, this budget vote 17 is not a routine exercise like when I was listening to other members speaking. This is a deliberate act of redress. I know the DA here, they start to shiver. This is how we confront structural inequality and rebuild a post-school education system that works for many, not the few. We affirm without hesitation that education and economic development are deeply intertwined. You can't talk economy or muro. No nation can claim meaningful progress without first investing in its people, especially its youth. As President Oliver Tambo said, I quote, the children of any nation are its future. A country, a movement, or a person that does not value its youth and children does not deserve its future. Close quotes. This is not merely a quote. It is a principle that guides the ANC's approach to governance. This budget, Chair, is not more than numbers on the page, like I was listening to other speakers. It is the moral and strategic commitment to our youth. For too long, young people, especially from the poor and working class background, have been told to wait for opportunities, wait for growth, wait for change, but the time waits for no one. and the youth cannot be left behind while the economy moves forward. Through this budget, the ANC is responding with agency and clarity, Honorable Modise. The ANC is responding with agency and clarity. We are investing in education, skills development, and job creation, not a favor, but as a right. We are not just preparing our young people to participate in the economy. We are empowering them to lead it. Honorable Minister, they are ready. The ANC has given them the power. Therefore, this is about unlocking doors, not in the distant future, but now. The ANC refuses to let the children of the poor remain spectators in the economy that they must own, shape, and drive. We believe that transformation is not complete until every child, regardless of background, has the tool to thrive. We are building a nation where the dreams of our youth are not delayed, they are realized. This budget is our unapologetic step forward. It is how we honor Tambo's legacy, Chair, and how we secure our collective future. But Chair, we must be frank. Significant challenges persist in rural areas, especially institutions like Ingwe, and we had Ingwe Tibet College, Mkopan Tigo Tibet College, and many others continue to grapple with staff shortage, outdated infrastructure, and under-resourced program. These are not abstract problems. They directly impact the future of thousands of young South Africans. But unlike those who merely criticize from the sideline, like those that I was listening, the ANC-led government is acting with purpose, Chair. We are implementing solutions through expanded...
Point of order, Chair.
Honorable Mokwele, can you please take your seat? What is the point of order, Honorable Badenhorst?
Chair, I'm rising on Rule 61, specifically 61B.
So,
You can proceed, Honorable
Maybe you want
Badenhorst.
to tell the person online to wait for his turn or her turn. Anyway, Chair, thank you very much. I shall proceed. Chair, the honourable member is referring to the ANC-led government. There is no ANC-led government. There's a government of national unity. The ANC hasn't got the majority rule. So he's misleading the House. Please
No.
withdraw.
Honorable Badenhorst, the order is not sustained. You can proceed, Honorable Mokwele.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. These are invitees. But, Chair, we are implementing solutions through expanded bursary schemes, targeted recruitment, and professional development. Because quality education demands quality educators, and that is non-negotiable. A qualified and motivated and supported teacher is the backbone of the thriving education system. That is why our commitment extends from early childhood center to the lecture halls of our university. We are building academic excellence across the higher education sector. A clear target has been set to raise the proportion of university lecture holding doctoral degrees from 53% to 58% by 2025-2026. This is not just a number, it is a mark of seriousness in growing our intellectual capital, advancing research, and ensuring that South African competes globally in knowledge production. Whether it is improving the capacity of rural Tibet College on enhancing the research output of our university, we are investing in full spectrum of education. Our vision is comprehensive to produce not just workers, but thinkers, innovators, and leaders who will define the future of our country. We do not isolate, we do not isolate ourselves. Our minister's visit to China and engagement at the World Vocational and Technical Education Development Conference is a testament to the ANC strategy of global learning for local benefit. We welcome the new all-round strategic cooperative partnership between South Africa and China, which includes strengthening our TVET system, technical teachers training, and industry integration. Likewise, the deputy minister participation in the 12 BRICS education minister meeting in Brazil demonstrate how the ANC-led government positioned South Africa as a global education actor. We champion ethical A1 in education, cross-border degree recognition, and expanded TVET alliance, ensuring our graduates are globally competitive and locally grounded. We are also responding decisively to vulnerability in our research sector. The 1.4 billion USAID withdrawal was a clear wake-up call. Our knowledge economy cannot depend on foreign aid. That is why the ANC continue to strengthen institutions like the National Research Foundation and building domestic research ecosystem, building innovation and background South Africa scholar to lead the global stage. Equally, we support initiatives such as the G20 call for mutual recognition of qualification because our graduates must move with confidence across border into global workplace and back home with knowledge and partnership that drive our development. When South Africa engineering graduates can work on infrastructure project in Kenya, collaborate with renewable energy researcher in Germany, or return from postgraduate study in China to innovate within our own energy sector, that is how global exposure translates into local progress. Through partnership like this, we are not just exporting skills, we are importing experience, ideas, and innovation that fuel our economy and strengthen our institution. Mutual recognition of qualification is the key to unlocking the full potential of graduates and placing South Africa firmly in the global knowledge economy. The ANC-led GNU, Honorable Badenos, we are leading this government. Has the discipline, experience, the political will to remain focused on delivery. We will not allow a cent to be wasted. Every allocation must translate into opportunity. Every investment must drive change. Under the ANC leadership, skill development will not stall. It will accelerate. To those who question the ANC's commitment, who cynically dismiss our investment as insufficient or ineffective, I say this to them. We do not govern with empty slogan or hollow promises. We govern with results. We govern with courage. When the rural college struggle, we do not turn a blind eye or run away. We act. When the research funding shrink, we strengthen local system. When global partnership offer opportunity, we seize them. Even when they withdraw funds, we look for alternative. Our record speaks volumes. Some opposition voices will say these efforts are too slow or lack ambition. As I was listening to them, I say to them, transformation is not a race to be won with shortcuts or theoretic or matarimponing. It is a marathon of steadfast commitment, strategic investment, tough decision like what the commander-in-chief has taken. The ANC leads with responsibility and vision. We refuse to sacrifice sustainability for showmanship. Honorable members, as I'm just about to conclude, this budget vote is about building capacity. It is about confronting inequality with policy resourcing transformation with action and empowering our people with the tool to rise. The ANC leads, ANC deliver, ANC transform. I thank you.
Using 3 minutes, please. 3 minutes. What an applause.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Whip. We are now proceeding to the last speaker on my list, which is the reply by the Minister of Higher Education, Honorable Nkabane.
Welcome support for you now, Minister.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chairperson, and I just want to welcome the inputs by honorable members, all of them that actually engaged during the session. I just want to indicate that we reaffirm our position as adopted by the Congress of the People on the 26th of June 1955. Where they said the doors of learning and culture shall be open. It's a pity and unfortunate that today we are witnessing some of the honorable members not actually accepting and adopting this budget vote. And those who are actually rejecting the budget are rejecting the transformation of the post-school education and training sector in South Africa. They are not rejecting the budget of Nobuhle Nkabane. This is not the budget of Nobuhle Nkabane, it's the budget of the people of South Africa. Honorable Britt spoke about some of the commitments that the minister has made, in particular around the fintech companies that are more like a middleman, as well as the lease agreement. It's unfortunate again that we find ourselves in this situation. However, it is beyond us. We appealed the outcome of the court as post-school education and training. However, the order of the court that said on the 9th of May 2025, because we had to appeal it, all of us want to root out corruption. We don't want this maladministration. The court just ruled against us to say we want to cut ties with these 4 fintech companies and also to terminate the lease agreement that we have with the building here in the Western Cape that is charging us 2.5 million rates. All of us, we don't want that. We wouldn't appeal it if we want it to stay. We want that 5% to benefit the young people of South Africa to access post-school education and training. It cannot be only us who manage to access post-school education and training. Even the generations and generations to come must be able to access these funds. You know, when you are against transformation, it irritates a lot when you see a young woman leading such a huge ministry in your presence. It's misogyny. I understand it. I know where it is coming from. And whereas when it is a black woman, it becomes irritational.
Order, members, order.
The EFF
Honorable Minister, can you please take your seat?
Oh.
Honorable Mukai, can I remind you of rule number 47? Please do allow the minister an opportunity to express not only you, but the rest of you. I hear rowdy noise on my left-hand side as well. Can you be please patient with her? She was seated quietly listening to your plight as you were presenting. Now she wants to reply. You want to deny her an opportunity to do just that. Whether you like it or you don't like her, just be patient. She is responding to what you have raised, and you are raising that not for your own sake, but for the people of South Africa. They're waiting anxiously at home to hear what would minister has to say from what you have been raising. Let us tolerate one another and be patient with one another. We're not going to run this house into a mockery. Please, Honorable Minister.
I just want to comment the issues raised by
Chairperson.
Can you please take your seat, Honorable Minister? What are you raising on, Honorable Billy?
Chairperson, I want to check if the minister is willing to take a question.
Responding to questions now here.
The minister doesn't seem to be happy to take the question. She is responding to questions.
You put it to her that.
That's what she said. She has responded. Can you please?
I just wanted to check if she's a.
No. She does not want to take a question, Honorably. What is expected of you to sit down, allow her. She's not prepared to take the question. She has responded.
She's a victim of racism.
Honorably, can you respect the House? We're not going to create a dialogue. She has responded. She doesn't want to take the question. She wants to respond to the questions that have been posed. Over to you, Honourable Minister.
The Honourable from the EFF raised progressive interventions that should be considered. But not supporting the budget is disservice to the people of South Africa. I love those interventions that they've proposed, but the sad part of it is that now they are not supporting the budget. My question is, I'm asking myself, how then are we going to address those issues that have been raised? So, around the issue that has been raised about fruitless and wasteful expenditure for the 2024-2025 financial year, I think the honourable member here missed the point, or it was just an error. This is an irregular expenditure of 0.004.41%. It's not a fruitless and wasteful expenditure. I wish to indicate that as part of, hence I indicated that we appointed a new board of NSFAS that is overseen by the capable hands of a woman, Dr. Karen Stander. They've actually, even including the ministry, all of us, we've adopted a zero tolerance approach to fraud and corruption. That's why you don't see any corruption. Actually, we're rooting it out. And others are very irritated because we're acting now on these issues at NSFAS. Firstly, amongst the priority projects that they've actually adopted is to review organizational design and realignment, the loan management strategy, sustainable funding framework, transitional framework for student accommodation. Hence, all of us, we understand that there are some challenges in that space. And the other issue that they are looking at is ICT assessment and digital transformation strategy, because there is no real alignment with what the universities can provide in Tibet. So we want to come up with that holistic ICT infrastructure that is going to speak to each other. And then the other issue that they are looking at is revised business operating model for them to be able to execute their mandate effectively and
Honourable Minister, I'm afraid your time is up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Accordingly, thank you very much, Honourable Minister, for coming to the House and table your and being part of this debate. Honourable members, that being said, we want to take this opportunity and thank you for being part of this important sitting. And I want to personally take this opportunity and thank you for the messages of support that you have conveyed to me during my difficult time. As you can see, I am back in the House with your good self. I really and truly appreciate the support that you have given me during my sick days. Having said that, the meeting stands adjourned today and until the next sitting tomorrow at 2:00. Thank you very much.